Hi, I'm Chris Charlton, CEO and founder of Fusion for Business. Fusion for Business started out with the mission to do the right thing for businesses and local communities up and down the country. We really want to support them buy better for their energy needs today, tomorrow and yesterday, and we want to expedite to a net zero future. To achieve our mission, we knew we had to be trusted by both our customers and our partners. After all, the energy industry is notoriously untrusted. Businesses haven't been supported either. You look at the UK energy supply chain, most businesses within that supply chain are incentivised around customer usage, not customer efficiency. So we spotted a gap in the market to do the right thing for customers, and that was to help them across all their energy related costs, both today, tomorrow and yesterday. And that allows us to have long and meaningful relationships with our customers long into the future. As part of our Today proposition, we help businesses buy better. And in order to do that, we've partnered with energy experts such as Hipperson Consulting, as well as leading law firms in order to ensure that we had a best-in-class proposition to be able to support our customers. And that was really important against a backdrop of a hugely untrusted marketplace. So we always aim to deploy great value for our customers in terms of the procurement strategy when it comes to help them negotiate new supply contracts. And for the services that we deliver, we ensure our customers always understand it's a very transparent and it's an honest service, and they know exactly how much they're going to be paying through our disclosed fee model. As the UK government have set a clear line in the sand for businesses to get to net zero, it was really pressing for us to be able to find a proposition to help businesses engage more in energy efficiency measures. They're also facing pressure from supply chain as well as government, so that's up and down the supply chain as part of the greenhouse gas mandated reporting. And that's where we came up with the idea of our energy as a service proposition set. What we realised is a lot of businesses don't engage in energy efficiency. There's barriers that exist to them engaging in energy efficiency measures or renewable technologies. Such barriers may be, they don't prioritise investment of their free cash into energy efficiency measures when there's so many other important things to be investing in their business, especially after the challenging 24-month period that we've had. They also don't want to take on debt, which again is understandable. And with regards to a lack of trust in the energy market, many businesses just simply don't trust the savings that are being put forward to them when previous partners or consultants have come in and quoted them with regards to the performance of energy saving technologies. So in order to address the challenge that existed in the market that was preventing businesses from engaging in energy efficiency measures, we entered a competition, and that was a competition that was run by the UK government's Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy. And the competition was called Boosting Access to SMEs for Energy Efficiency. And we're really pleased to say that we got through the first round of that competition, and we were able to secure significant grant funding. And that grant funding allowed us to commercialise our proposition of energy as a service. And essentially what that means is we overcome all the barriers that exist. So it's a zero capex, it's a zero debt, off balance sheet, insurance backed, guaranteed energy efficiency and generation project. So it means that it removes all the barriers that exist around an unwillingness to spend capex, an unwillingness to take on debt, and a lack of trust in the savings. And that's our energy as a service proposition. And finally, our yesterday proposition set. Now this is all geared around righting the wrongs of the past, helping businesses that may have fallen foul to some sharp practices of brokers. In the absence of any regulation, energy brokers need to adhere to the law, and that is the law of agency. And the law of agency is pretty clear. You need to add value and you can't make a hidden commission. Unfortunately, according to Ofgem, circa 80% of UK businesses have used a broker. Of those businesses, many have fallen foul to brokers making hidden commission. So we've launched our yesterday proposition in partnership with one of the UK's leading law firms, also with a firm called CDRL, that's the Consumer Dispute Resolution Party, and they allow us to work together in order to support our customers right the wrongs of the past and reclaim any missold energy commission that may have existed in the deals that were procured by their historical brokers. And what we're really pleased to see is our partnership with the Locate Group allows us to say that this proposition has been FCA approved. So in order to stand out of the crowd in an untrusted energy market, we're really proud to say that we've been able to secure grant funding from the UK Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy. BEIS. That's allowed us to commercialise our Tomorrow proposition, a proposition that supports businesses transition to a net zero future. We've worked very closely with leading energy experts, and we are able to say that we not only adhere to, but we are ahead of Ofgem's guiding principles when it comes to serving customers. We've got a very honest, a very transparent, with a disclosed fee proposition set, which means that we're always focused on adding value to our customers. Not only that, we've got a deep passion to support our communities, and that's with our local sports clubs. So in order to support local sports clubs recover following a very challenging time brought around by the COVID-19 pandemic, we've actually launched a specific programme called the Community Ambassador Programme. Our Ambassador Programme is all about being trusted. We know if we can deliver a great service to sports clubs or businesses, then they'll be more than happy to refer us onto their business networks. And doing so, we'll supply them with an introducer's fee for that introduction. What we then do is we then invest some of the margin that we may have made through the procurement of their supply contracts or through our other services against today, tomorrow and yesterday, and we'll take out sponsorship at the ground. Now that's quite important because it gives the sports clubs that platform to be able to introduce FFB into their business network. Now that may be sponsors or it may be travelling teams. In order to support all of our partners, our team of experts here in the business are able to jump on calls with the partners if they want to introduce us to somebody that they may know and that they're not too sure, because ultimately we know that Fusion for Business hold the expertise around the energy market as that one-stop shop. So all we want is an introduction to say we've used FFB services and they've done a great job for us and we trust them and we advocate them. And obviously on a platform of our yesterday proposition being FCA approved through our partnership with Locate Group, and through our Tomorrow proposition set, being developed with UK government grant money, it does give partners that reassurance to advocate us into their networks. What we found through our Ambassador Programme is large businesses are really struggling in terms of how they can deliver Scope 3 of their net zero strategy. That's decarbonising supply chains. And we found that by working with Fusion for Business, these large companies can not only say to their supply chain, we need to decarbonise, we need to understand your net zero strategy. We can work with them through our Energy as a Service proposition set and deliver fully financed, off-balance sheet, zero debt, insurance-backed, guaranteed energy efficiency and generation projects, meaning that we can expedite supply chains to a net zero future. We know it's been a really challenging trading period over the last 24 months. And by partnering with Fusion for Business, you can unlock, a very sustainable and on point with regards to climate change partner to support your business, but also businesses within your network, while securing a sustainable future revenue income as well. So our Tomorrow proposition was born out of a desire to help businesses engage more in energy efficiency and renewable technologies and expedite to a net zero future. On the back of COP26, the world and businesses and economies are now focused more than ever with regards to addressing climate change. So Fusion for Business are incredibly passionate about the Energy as a Service proposition set that we've designed using the government grant in order to knock down the barriers that do exist, preventing businesses from engaging in energy efficiency measures. So FFB's Energy as a Service proposition set allows businesses to engage in energy efficiency technologies, on-site renewable technologies, and they can do that through zero capex, zero debt, off-balance sheet, insurance-backed, guaranteed cost and carbon savings under one transparent contract, with FFB managing that project from initial audit all the way through to installation and ongoing measurement and verification of the technologies that we deploy, giving the customer the reassurance that they are delivering against their net zero strategies. So in terms of our Energy as a Service proposition, we essentially follow a three-step process. The first step is identifying how we can help a business use less energy, because the kilowatt hour you save is far cheaper than the kilowatt hour you use. And that involves carrying out investment grade audits at site, looking at such things as lighting, or building controls, insulation, could be windows. And what we do is we then pull all of that data into one fully modelled return on investment report, which allows us to progress to our next stage, which is what's the opportunity for on-site renewable generation. So is that solar, is it ground source or air source heat pumps? And again, we'll model all of the costs and what the savings case would be from a reduction in kilowatt hours, and then we'll consolidate all of that into one standardized report. The final step is how can we help businesses buy better? And this stage we go to market and we carry out an exhaustive procurement exercise, and the results of that procurement exercise will be energy suppliers answering our tender and quoting to supply the site, and we pass those prices on with zero commission to our customers. Once all of these three steps of use less, generate more and buy better are completed, what we'll do is we'll consolidate all of those into one standardized modelling tool, and we refer that off to our insurance partner for the insurance partner to verify the savings calculations that we've been able to put through, and that enables us to then progress to drafting our contract. And that contract is essentially our energy as a service contract. The core principle at which we operate here at FFB with regards to our energy as a service proposition is to ensure that the cost of any of the projects that we deploy are always offset by the savings case that we get from unlocking a reduction in kilowatt hours. FFB will project manage the full project from initial audit all the way through to installation and ongoing measurement and verification of the technologies that we deploy. And that's really important because, if we're going to insurance back the technology, we need to be able to get the data from the site to be able to appease our insurance provider with regards to the performance of the projects that we've deployed. So to summarise, Fusion for Business's energy as a service proposition is a zero capex, zero debt, off balance sheet, insurance backed, guaranteed savings, energy efficiency and generation project, all wrapped up under one honest and transparent contract delivered by one trusted service provider. And we feel that's an easy solution to a pretty complex problem.